Good afternoon. Today we'll be looking at 5 signs of unforgiveness. Number 1, avoiding the person that did you wrong. Now I have a story to share about this because I remember when I was young, and I was in my 20s. I was at the supermarket, and it was me and one of the sisters from the church, and I can't remember what it was, but we weren't talking, and I saw her in the supermarket. And I saw her, I know she didn't see me. So she was farther up. No, I'm sorry. She was in aisle 2, and I saw her, and I was going in maybe aisle 5. And let me tell you, as soon as I saw her, I just dodged her. And she never saw me in that supermarket. And it was funny because I had never at that point in my life did that before. And I remember it was a Saturday that it happened, and I went to church this Sunday, and it was strange because I never saw somebody like hide from them. And I went to church this Sunday, and it so happens that I told the pastor, because it was just, it was something that I have never done until that point. And she said to me, the reason why you didn't want to see her, the reason why you were avoiding her was because that you had not forgiven her. And then when she said that, it was like a light bulb went off in my brain, and I realized that I had to forgive her. And when I forgave her, when I saw her, there was no more avoiding. But I had to forgive her, and I had to move on from it because forgiveness is necessary. As long as you live on planet Earth, you need to forgive, and you need to walk in forgiveness. Number 2, blaming or condemning the person. Now this is interesting because I'm gonna go back to Adam. Remember when Adam had eaten of the fruit which God told him not to eat of, when God came and God said, Adam, what did you do? The first thing that Adam did was he blamed the woman. And even now in life, as long as you live, sometimes it can be funny. You just blame people. You don't want to accept responsibility. Well, it was so and so and so and so. But you know what? In life, forgiveness is important. In order for you to have a healthy life, you have to forgive people, and also people will have to forgive you too. It's a two-way street. Number 3, rehearsal of what you should say to them or what you should have said. Now, number 3 too, you do this a lot. I don't know if not every time you do it, but in certain situation, it could be a sign of unforgiveness. You and someone, and I do this a lot, so I too have to take check of myself. Like you say you had like an argument with somebody, and then when the person left, you keep on rehearsing it, and you keep on saying, oh, maybe I should have said this, or maybe I shouldn't have said this, or maybe and maybe. And this is a time for me too to look at myself too, because I do a lot of rehearsal. I've had a conversation, and I will spend hours and hours and hours in my mind rehearsing something that already done took place. So me too have to take stock of myself too and look at myself, because the Bible says judgment begins at the house of the Lord. Number 4, revenge. Now revenge, even the Bible speaks about revenge. Someone did you wrong, and like, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get her. But God said, vengeance is mine, said the Lord, I will repay. And you know what? As long as you live, you'll see. Sometimes you don't need to get back at people, because you know what? They say what you sow is what you're gonna reap. Sometimes it takes a long time, but they're gonna get it back. You get it back. You get it back. Some people get it back faster, and some people, sometimes people you have to wait, because there's no need. Because let me tell you, when the Bible says, when God says, vengeance is mine, said the Lord, I will repay. Sometimes you want to do something to the person that's very petty, they're proud, but when God does it, He does it good, and he knows what to do, and he knows how to do it. Like, you just want to get revenge, and revenge is also a sign of unforgiveness, as we're talking about the 5 signs of unforgiveness today. Number 5, strong emotional reaction when you see the person who hurts you. Now, this is very interesting. Like, you see somebody, and this has happened to me too, and I can clearly attest to this. You see the person, somebody did you wrong, and then the person comes, and they come and you see them, and right away you just get mad. You just get mad because you remember what the person did, what they said, and you just get mad. Not only you just get mad, and I've seen this because I've done things too, and I've been in people's presence, and you just see, their face just change, and they just don't want to be bothered with you. But the Bible says, that we have to forgive people, and when Jesus was talking, and he said, how many times do you have to forgive your brother? He said 7 times. He said 70 times 7. So that's a lot of forgiveness. And in order for you to have a healthy life, you have to forgive people, and you have to walk in forgiveness, because people will hurt you. Nobody lives a life that is pain free. You will have pain. The Bible says many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them out of them all. So you will go through things in life, but God promised that he will deliver. He promises deliverance, and also with deliverance, God promises too that, you have to walk in forgiveness. And that's the 5 signs of unforgiveness today. Bye.